So today I want to discuss about moving abroad, like things that you probably need to know when you're moving, especially as Nigerians and as maybe Ghanaians and Cameroonians and Kenyans and stuff like that. So I don't really know how it works for Kenyans and the other like East Africans, or I know that most of the English speaking West Africans or West Africans they are from Nigeria, right? So it's probably the same procedure. This is just because the last time I made this, I made it like January or December last year. So maybe date a lot to share right now. So if you have your question, you can be asking, but I will be sharing some things. Now, the first thing that I noticed that you have to get your transcripts. So I think I remember somebody's don't have their certificates yet, or they lost their certificate. So you always need to prepare that down. Not going to let come in, authenticate at the ministry without your original certificate. So if it's lost, you take one. Just say go and make it. Like, make it. Go to the school, go to the registrar's office, and examine records and find out if you can make a new one. See, I remember in school those days they warned us that our certificate must not go missing because they might not, they might not give us a new one. So I was just like, okay, oh my God, I feel so much stress for that person because they will have to go back and find a new certificate. Oh my, we have, I don't know the stress, but that to go early, right? Also, so you got to get your certificate. If you're going for BSc, your O levels, from what I've seen, O levels means that you're getting your WAEC and or your NECO, maybe NECO, maybe WAEC, very sure WAEC, West African exam, looking to get it also. So when you get that, you take it to the ministry. When you take it to the Ministry of um, Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it doesn't take long. I think it's about March that I've seen from experience this year. And it doesn't take long at all. So you take it there in Abuja, you cannot because you take it to the federal ministry in Abuja. That you take it to the embassy. From embassy, they will authenticate. Sorry, they will legalize for you. But that position is the best that I'm talking about. When it gets to the embassy, it's going to go for university, it's going to go to NUC. They're going to send an email to the, I think, records or the visa office, I think, rectorate. Rectorate, you need to like find somebody to contact them most times if they've received the letter. From there, they go to exam records. I don't know, it depends on your school. Maybe it's exam records that will reply the email, but you need to have an insider in there to help you. So when you have an insider in there, then that is good. After that, they will return it back. That was the process that I remember from mine. For HND, another body, it's not NUC, I think it's called NAPTEP or something like that. NAB, but there is another body different from NUC. They do that. I think also send lawyer to your school. You send a lawyer to your school and questions, the lawyer might call you. From what people have told me, lawyers might call you. While you're doing all that, to start looking for your school. This one is always a problem because people be like in the group, eh, oh, what do you help me find school? You do this. Be like, there's no way I can help you find school. What kind of school do you want me to help you find? What course do you want to study? You tell your course. When you go to, you can use Google, you can use ChatGPT. Use those to help you things down. You just master's degree program for the course that you want in Portugal. Once you search that, it's going to put different options. Once it gives you different options, you're going to use those options to find out your choice. Then you start going to this course. If it's ChatGPT you're using, you can tell ChatGPT to is it called, to the school. So when you see the links, then you start going to the school one by one, goes to the course website. One thing you need to do is make sure that you go to the international student website on that website page, the page for international students. So you can see the deadlines, you can see the requirement for international students. You also need to check if that school, the particular place you're applying for, if they are taking international students. For example, I noticed that you from phase, said that you need to be in Portugal. So if you go and apply in the second phase, I don't know what will happen if you want to get visa. So because they already said international student need Portugal. So that means that they just need to change whatever permit. So you need all those tiny start instruction when you are for your you are trying to apply. So besides that, and also can ask advice on the group. We have a if you check in school, you can ask what people's experience, because by next year, people will have experiences, and you can ask them what the experiences were with that particular school, if it's a school of your choice. By that time, your legalization or your certification is on the way. In March, May, June, early June, there are some schools, for example, that will let you apply without legalization, but they will still request the legalization first week or the second week, 2 weeks after December, but you still need it. So you need to apply to those schools, let your legalization be on the way. In fact, some people have been able to go submit their visa, even though their legalization is not out yet. But it's in process because they will ask. So if they ask you, what will you do? Oh, I don't have it. I don't know what to say. So please help me to help you. Make sure that you start the legalization process early. If you are thinking of coming next year, already start your legalization process now, maybe around September or October when things have died, that you don't spend a lot of. So that's one of the things I wanted. And when you arrive, a different ball game. Prepare for the weather. You need to prepare for food, and it really takes a lot of money spent. So if you bring a lot of food, make sure you are bringing food that is allowed, food that is accepted. So you cannot bring food that is not accepted at the airport. So you can ask in the group what are the food that are accepted, all of that, and come with your food. Because with that, you're not spending euros on food. If you Nigerian food, I saving some money. You're spending a lot of money. If you've paid your tuition in full, good luck to you. You just need to find food to survive, daily transport, if you a public transport, a big public transport system. Also, when you are applying, make sure you find a school. Make sure you look at where you're going. People don't even know that maybe the city they are going is very cold in September. To be prepared, go and buy Okrika jacket. You cannot find good jackets in normal store. Go and find Okrika jacket. They have all those puff jackets. You need it because it's gonna be cold. Men especially, please find leggings. There is men. I forgot what they call the men leggings. Find it so that you can wear it or long john. They call it long john. You need to find long johns and prepare for that and wear it under your jeans when you come so that cold will not finish you. That's just one of my advice. So today's video, I will not keep it long at all because we don't have a lot of guests. So I'm just going to keep it smart and we are not getting any questions. So I believe that everybody already has an idea of what they need to do, except maybe from the TikTok crowd. Maybe they don't have it yet. So for the TikTok crowd, what I'm going to do is we use the rest of the minutes to go live for people on TikTok because I think you already know so much. Yes. Hey, Ray J. Hello. Hi, Dami. If you have any questions, we have like 2 more minutes in this live because we are not getting any questions. And most of my videos already cover what you need. So I don't think I need to repeat things in my video just to, just to create content. If you have any questions. We have just 2 minutes left. Then I'm going to go live on TikTok. On my TikTok, I usually just speak Yoruba because it's people that don't want you to hear information away, because sometimes people are very mean in the comment section, but if they don't understand what I'm saying, they don't distract me. So that's why I YouTube go live once in a month, English and interact with people. Okay, somebody has a question. Hi, Onyeka, Mr. Pink. A PhD offer. Can I get a full time job? Of course. Of course. I'm a PhD student and I work full time. So you can get a full time job as soon as you get your permit. On your permit, it says you can work and study. So it's gonna be hard, but it's doable. Okay? So you can get a full time. Family, you can always bring them legally. So for PhD is I don't need to advise people that already have masters to go for the masters. Just gather up and go for a PhD. If that is what you want, because it's longer. It gives you more time to adapt to the system, more time to learn the language. For me, next year I'm dedicated to learning my Portuguese. I pick up language in years and to learn Portuguese. A1 or A2. So maybe I can get a B1. So we have I think that's all the question. Mr. Onyeka, did I answer your question? Or is it missing or miss? So I don't like saying people's name wrongly, so I try to be careful. So I think that's one of the only questions we've got. If you want to join me on TikTok, the TikTok name is nation.com. So it has japanation.com. It's not the Japanation. So join us for the next 40 minutes and let's interact. If I see English questions, it doesn't mean that I won't answer. Oh, we got another question. Accommodation on booking, for example, I'm trying to book September 10, pay a property option, but they say they will charge a card like 5 days before the actual date of arrival. It's fine to proceed. But you know what I will tell you, Miss Ella. Samuel, hello. So I'm going to go live on TikTok. So Samuel, you can join us there. Accommodation, yes, you can go ahead, but make sure you set an alarm, a reminder on your phone, so that in case you don't like that accommodation and you've gotten your visa, you can cancel a day before. They don't charge your card. Okay? So maybe you don't like that accommodation again and want to cancel it. Go ahead and set an alarm on your phone. Get a reminder. Set a reminder for maybe September 9. You can quickly go and cancel it. You don't need it or you've gotten your visa. So go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. The PhD is in engineering. Do I need my supervisor's consent or will full time interfere with my studies? You don't need your. When you go to a chemist office, they expect you to work, man. You're going to take care of yourself. So you don't need the supervisor's consent, but supervisors are usually very considerate. School, they have like part-time options. I don't advise it because it slows down your years. If you know that you're being stressed with work and stuff, it's that option, okay? So I don't think you just need to inform your supervisor that you also work, so that they won't be calling you at hours where you need to work. And you can do night shifts. Is really the best option because do coursework for the first 1 year. You do coursework depending on your course with your life. So if you have even, or if your lectures are in the evening, like you can do morning shift. So you work till like 7 to 4 or 8 to 5. That is also a kind of shift. Some people even start at 6 a.m. Working your 4 hours. Fear was if the visa is not out by 10, it will be a problem. But if you apply for visa in July, 5 days, They said it on their website. So it's 45 days, 6 or 8 weeks maximum. So if you apply it now, it might not, it will be August, October, August, September, right? Might be a problem. But go ahead or find another accommodation and shift it forward. Okay. So that maybe an ending of September. So that at least if you cancel it, if you cancel it by September 9, if you submit your visa now in June, already start working on it. They would have checked if your accommodation is correct or something before. I'm not an visa officer, but yes, they would have looked at your application by then, and maybe they would have checked the part of accommodation and you can still get it. But I would advise that if you've not submitted the form of the accommodation, so this is what you do. You can book a room for 1 week. So from 10th September to 8th or 17th September. Then you stop another room from 17th to another time. Then you both print out both reservation date to your application. So that in case they remove money for 10th one, it will not tear you apart. You understand? That's another way to have a video on booking. I think you already know because you were able to find pay at hotel, which is so we don't have any more questions in minutes. I'm gonna my Kaya auto TikTok. Right? So let's see if more questions from the people apply like that. Is it for your questions? I'm just trying to look also. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going to make a video for flight booking also because I noticed that most people don't know how to book their flights on hold. I'm going to make a video this week. Yeah, you should put dates because like 45 days. Do you understand? So they still expect to resume in September, so it's good. When it's too early to arrive, so when they give you the visa, the 120 days, they're going to put the day you can come in. It's always there, except they've changed it. On my own, got my visa December 20, got it in my hands, December 26th. But the date they could enter was from February. I think from February, middle of February, the other year, the following year. So most time, I don't know about you guys because it's close, it's very near. But on mine, it was like a month after I'd already gotten my visa. That's when they said I can enter the EU. So that's it. So they always have a date you can enter. Are there engineering jobs in Portugal or hospitality jobs? It's on where your hospitality jobs might be more than three languages sometimes. Because if it's hospitality job, you're meeting different people every day from different parts of the world. Portugal is a tourist destination. So it'd be nice if you spoke Portuguese, French, English. Honestly, English is the most useless language. Every other person can speak English. So it's a hard competition. So if you have just English, it's very hard. So engineering jobs, I don't know because that's not my field. Right? But you should be ready any job. Yeah, you should be to do any ready to do any job. Don't say you limit yourself to like craziest or lowest jobs. It helps your than like because you are moving in. Maybe you were a manager at you're an engineering at you're an engineer at the managerial level, and you come in. You will start from there possibly. So you need to help your mind that I'm starting my life all over again. That helps to cool the effects. If you are very expectant that I'm gonna get construction, I'm gonna get engineering jobs, doesn't happen, call, then your mind will start, you start getting stressed and stuff. So you need to make up your mind that I'm going to get good jobs, but I'm ready to work any job that is lower than what I it's legal and it gives me normal money. And when I say minimum wage, I don't mean the 890. I mean that that's base they usually pay. So the money usually goes up for some people. It depends. So I don't know if you say you will get. I don't want to promise you what I. That's the fairest way to. All right, guys, we're almost at 25 minutes. Any more questions? You can always join me on TikTok. I see your question and you don't understand. But I'm also going. I'm to. Oh, TikTok can be where that's another person's life, right? So everyone have a good application at your. Wish you good luck with your visa. If you're on the visa group, let's meet there. If you're not on the visa group, you can talk to the admins. They have new rules now, but it's quite helpful. Okay, so and see you next. And today end the live again.